shoot, I cut myself off. Oops. I have an itchy ear. It's driving me crazy. Ah! I literally just did this ear with my ear microscope yesterday. It gets all scabby in there, and there's a pore that always just fills up, and I have to drain it basically with my little ear picker. Oh, it's annoying as crap. Okay, so I keep losing my thought process, and I'm sorry about that. The pakoras were like, the breading was not very good at this point, but the flavors were good. It was just like, and they just open at 11, and I came in at 11:30, and the pakora breading is already soft. It's not crunchy, so I don't know what's up with that. They were great last time, really crunchy. Like I said, also the tandoori chicken was amazing last time. I was like looking forward to that, but this time it was dry. Too bad. Basmati rice, they always give you. Navratan curry, they always give you. Of course, dal, everybody knows the seasoned lentils. So I ate pretty much everything I could eat on my plate. They do put a sign right there that says, please eat all you want, but please don't take more than you can eat. So I'm really careful about that. The only thing I really left on my plate was a little bit of rice. Everybody always overdoes rice. And the food that wasn't good. Like the tandoori chicken, I ate like half of it. I couldn't. The rest was. And it was like, I grabbed a thigh too. Like dry thigh meat drives me crazy because it's so hard to do. Like, how did you do that? The tandoori oven is usually so good at making perfect food. Their naan is close to perfect. It's close. A little bit chewy here, a little bit burnt there. That's very normal for naan, but it's pretty close to really, really, really perfect. So I love their naan. A couple months ago, I had come in here. I asked the lady if I could take just one to-go box. And she was like, no, sorry, no to-go boxes. And I was like, but it'll be less for you than anyone else eating here if I pay one time and take one box rather than keep going back and forth and wasting all this food. And she's like, sorry, we don't do. And I said, is there a manager here that I could talk to? Because I think this is important for your business to understand. Like, you guys are going to end up throwing away a whole bunch of food. And you could have sold a whole one person serving buffet entry for just a box of food that would have equaled out, at least equaled to what I'm gonna take. And then I said, listen, I'm by myself and I don't really like to eat around other people. And I just said that because I was really trying to work this. But she was like, no, sorry. And I was like, is there a manager I could talk to? She's like, I'm the manager. And I'm like, okay. And then I left. So, cut to, what, a week or two after Mother's Day, my daughter had, pardon me, I'm burping up Indian food, excuse me while I do this, so I can talk again. Okay, so my daughter said she was gonna take me anywhere I wanted to eat for Mother's Day. And so one morning I woke up, I really wanted Indian food. And the time I had come here and asked to fill up a box, I did actually look at the buffet and was like, oh, really disappointed to be leaving without a box of food. But it's just hardly worth it. I can barely eat like one small dinner salad plate full of food. So this is what I did this time. I put a small spoonful of basmati rice in the middle of my plate. And then I put a scoop of each of the things I was having, the sog, the navrattan curry, the tiki masala, the chicken curry, and the dal. Just a small spoonful of each, maybe a little extra on the spinach because I love the spinach. And then I put my chicken thigh in the middle on top of the rice. And then I waited for the naan. They were making it fresh. It was amazing. I got it all on video. But then I started hearing my server actually asking people if they wanted a to-go box. And I was like, wait, what? You can get a box to take your food at the end of the buffet? If you know that, you just fill up your plate and then at the end, and then you ask for the check. But I had heard inklings, and I wasn't really sure if he was just like asking people who didn't order the buffet, because you can still order off the menu, but like one entree costs more than the whole buffet, so that's kind of crazy unless you really want something specific. Just whatever it was, May, is that when Mother's Day is? When me and my daughter came here, my daughter and I don't even know which one it is anymore. They keep changing shite. We came here and it was $16.95, and I was like, damn, that's a good price for an Indian food all-you-can-eat buffet, because Indian food is notoriously expensive because they use all their spices and everything takes so long to cook, and they simmer and they toil and they bubble and they boil and they use saffron and all the other good stuff. And my nose is still running from lunch, but you know how it goes. So they raised it $3 since last month, last month, because it's still the end of June. By the way, this is my celebratory meal because I finished setting up my house for Airbnb, and my Airbnb is now open. So if you want to come meet me in Anchorage, come on up, rent my Airbnb, you're good to go. So anyway, it was a little surprising to see the jump from $16.95 to $19.95, but it's still a great deal. I mean, forget about it. I left $5 for a tip because I was so blasted happy that he brought me a to-go box. I couldn't believe it. Not only that, but I did the smartest thing ever. I heard him asking other people about the box, so I thought there was quite a likely possibility that I would be getting a box. Also, I was done eating rice and I just wanted to dip my naan in some sauce, and my plate was a mess. So what I did was I went back to the buffet. I filled up a soup cup with just a scoop of like all the sauces of all the delicious foods, not all the bits and pieces, the veggies and the chicken, I just scooped up one piece of chicken out of the chicken curry, and then like splat a spoonful of spinach, a spoonful of dal, a spoonful of tiki, a spoonful of curry with the chicken, because it was the good chicken. Holy cow, I'm talking for 10 minutes. I gotta go. I'm just sitting here. But let me show you what ended up happening, because he said, would you like a box for your bread? They bring you the fresh bread, the whole giant piece, that costs $7 by itself when you order it. Here's my little concoction, and I had some leftover of the mint sauce.